Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I just got an unexpected package in the post from Bazaar. If you're regular viewers, you'll have heard me raving about Bazaar before. And there are two lovely things in here. I've stopped myself ripping into there and opening it because I thought I can't do it on camera. All my chores I was about to do gone on hold because I cannot wait to have a look at this. So let's not waffle on any further. Let's go straight to the desk and have a look inside. All I've done so far is just take it out of the mailer bag that it comes in. Now here's a little compliment slip with a note on from them. This envelope, very exciting. Now again, if you're a regular viewer, you will have heard me say how much I've wanted to go to one of Bazaar's summer events, and this year I'm going. In the end I decided to forget. It's quite hard for me to get to because I don't drive and it's hard to get to by public transport and stuff, but I found a local taxi firm. I've even booked my taxis. I found an Airbnb and I'm going to the August show at the Sussex Prairie Gardens. I'm so looking forward to seeing the Prairie Gardens as well. There's all sorts of different things going on and I shall be there over the weekend when they have the Bhangra night on the Saturday. And I love Bhangra dancing, I love the music. Apparently there's going to be all sorts of lovely food made by Alex as well, so I'm just, yeah, I'm just so looking forward to the whole weekend. And so this is my ticket. Have a look at this. I believe they get their tickets printed over in India as well, because I know they said something, I must have seen it on the Facebook page, they said something about the invitations were in the cargo that week or something. So this beautiful ticket. I mean, that feels so special, doesn't it? Look at that, how gorgeous. So these are different events that they're having during the summer. This is the one I'm going to. Alex's Kasari Dhaba will be serving vegetarian curries, and delicious cake is available from the Sussex Prairies tea shop. My diet will definitely be on hold that weekend. Hopefully I'll have hit my target by then, so I'll be allowed the odd little treat. Here it says this invitation will admit 2 people free to the garden during the day. So my plan is on the Saturday I'll turn up. I'll probably get there about midday and give myself time. I've booked a slot for the garden at 12 p.m. to 5, so I'll have time to have a good old wander around the garden before I go over to Bazaar and spend the rest of the afternoon and evening there. I'm so looking forward to it. Yeah, here we are, the Bazaar Garden Party. That's the one. I'm going to be there for that. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Bring your own picnics. You can bring your own tipple if you want to. I'm gonna be in heaven. I'm gonna be in heaven, and of course it will be amazing to see. And I've seen some of Bazaar's stalls where they have a stand at like the Stitch festivals and things. But of course, there's a limited amount of space there. It will be amazing. They have several marquees apparently laid out for this show, so there'll just be loads of stuff. I'll put a link to their website below. If you have a look on the website, if you look in the photo gallery, there's all sorts of photos. You might need to look in the events bit. Anyway, there's photos of previous year's shows. I am so excited about that. I need to put that in a very safe place. I might put it up here on my board in front of me on the desk on my pegboard. So I get excited every time I look. This was completely unexpected. And to be honest, I didn't expect to get a physical ticket in the post either. But that's so lovely to have. This is the bit I just has taken me completely by surprise, and I'm itching. I can feel things in there. I'm itching to get inside. But let's just have a look at this note first. So this is from Zillah. I think it's Zillah that has been writing the little notes to me and sending the packages, because it's usually Zillah that signed it. Zillah and Team Bazaar. Looking forward to seeing you on Bhangra Day. It's going to be so amazing to meet them all. I've met Joe and Alex and their son Daniel before, but I haven't met the rest of the team, so it's going to be amazing. I'm assuming they probably kind of all go to the shows. Anyway, dear Annie, shameless promotional gift. And many thanks for your continuous support. Oh, I just think they're brilliant. I have been very lucky. They have sent me some beautiful bundles of things, but I bought loads before that because I just think they're amazing, really inspiring. I love that. So for anyone that hasn't watched me rave about them before, very briefly, the fabrics and scrap packs and things that I buy are all rescued. I call them rescued fabrics. from kind of textile waste there, what would have been display items or factory waste, perhaps things that have gone wrong, and so it would all end up in landfill or something otherwise, and there's a terrible textile waste problem. So I'm doing my little bit to help in that, and I love the challenge of seeing what I can make. I've been running a whole little series, and there's loads more ideas to come of little things to make with these scraps of fabric. And they also do beautiful clothes, household textiles, jewellery, gifts, all kinds of printing things, but block printing, wooden, carved wooden printing blocks, all kinds of things. So I will put a link to their website. Have a good look. Anyway, quite enough waffle from me. I am itching to get in here. So we have to share this major new scrap bundle development, because they are now going in bundles. They used to be packs, they're now in bundles. They've gone completely plastic free, and they always put, whether you're at the shows or by post, you always get your bag, your sari bag made of recycled sari fabric, which I love. I've got a whole collection of these now. You can see some of them piled up behind me there. They're brilliant for storing fabrics and things in. So yeah, we have to share this major new scrap bundle development. How exciting. Now available on the website as limited editions. I've got to check out the website in a minute. This is the Deluxe Indian Inspiration Bundle. How exciting. The team have been fiddling with scraps all week. Oh, I did say I'd love to have the job of putting these packs together, but I'd probably be really slow because I'd fiddle too much. But Joe did say if I'm ever down their way, I'm welcome to go and spend some time helping them pack up scrap bundles. It would be amazing to do that one day, actually, if I can get there. P.S. Watch this space for the Bandmaster pack coming to a postbox near you soon. With very best wishes, Zillah and Team Bazaar. Now I've got a little bit of a clue about what the Bandmaster pack might be, because there was Joe does these amazing Facebook. I'll link to their Facebook. Well, actually, if I link to their website, you can find their Facebook page from there. And she does these brilliant diary entries with lots of photos and little bits of footage and things, talking about her adventures in India, where she goes out to source all these amazing things on their website. And there was one in particular where it was quite an adventure, going out hunting down things specifically for the scrap packs. Anyway, she was saying about getting all the tailors had a bit of a change one day, because she got them all cutting up scraps and things, and they were cutting up these Bandmasters jackets that she'd bought, and I can imagine they're really elaborate, brocade and things, beautiful things for the scrap packs. And they felt a bit bad cutting them up until they realised that they were all the right hand side of the jacket, so it's just the right hand side and the right hand sleeve of the jacket, so they didn't feel so bad cutting them up after that. And I bet it's going to be beautiful. So they've obviously made packs inspired specifically by those Bandmaster jackets, I would say. How exciting. Okay, finally, enough. I've been waffling on for over 10 minutes. I haven't even had my breakfast yet. I'm still on the coffee at the minute. Tummy's starting to grumble. Couldn't wait though. Now, shall I put it all out at once, or shall I pull out one item at a time? I'm going to pull it all out at once, so we get the full. No, I'm not. I'm going to pull it out like it's going to be like being a kid at Christmas, going into your stocking. Okay, this is future me. I've come back to interrupt myself there because since opening that pack, for a start, I've now received this one. The next day I got this one, which I think is going to have the band, from what they said in this on that little note, this will have the Bandmasters pack in. So I want to include them both in this video, and I simply took too long dribbling through this one. So I'm gonna go through it again with you in a minute. But also, since then, at the time I couldn't find these new packs on the website, And so I've emailed Jo, and she said no, they are on the website. They were just a bit difficult to find, to be honest. I still can't work out how to find them in the shop. The only way I've managed to find them is to search the word scrap. I'll show you in a second. So now that I've got that information, I'm just going to redo this part of the video. So I'm sorry if it's a little bit messy and gabbly, but you will see everything you need to see, I promise. And it turns out they've got other new packs as well that they're just launching, so I'm very excited about that. So here we are, this is their website. Up here is the gallery, where if you go there you can seem to sometimes need to click twice, I don't know why that is. There's lots of pictures of the people they work with over in India. They've been working with people over there for like 20-30 years, I believe. Yeah, I just love the way they work. That's one of the reasons I'm very happy to support them, you know. Anyway, if you want to look at pictures of the show that I was talking about, I seem to always need to click twice on things, so if something's not working, try clicking twice. So these are all different summer shows they do. Here's the one I'm going to. I'm so excited, so excited. It's just masses of more than they can possibly ever show at one of the stitching shows or whatever. Anyway, this is not what we're here for now. So if you go click on the shop, normally to get to the scrap packs I go down to crafts, click on here, and I can find the scrap packs easily, but I'm just not finding these ones here. So what I'm doing is going up to the top and I'm searching the word scrap. And now you can see all these different ones come up. So here's the normal scrap bags that I've had before. There's nothing normal about them really. You select what colourway you want here. Green, blue, pink, black, red and purple. And they give you examples of the kind of thing you might get in there. But it is completely random, which of course is one of the things I absolutely love about it. You might get silks, cottons, occasional velvets, brocades, beautiful patchwork bits. You get some little doodads and ribbons and things like that. You just get all sorts in there, and they've always been a joy for me. I've never been disappointed. So if I go back, then there's this is new as well, this Brocade scrap bundle. Here we go. Limited edition pack showcases some of the stunning brocade salvage from old Delhi garment manufacturing quarters. Add a touch of regal to your crafting projects. Now this is a bit different from the scrap packs because it's more predictable what you're going to get. So they're saying it's a sample pack, 1 9 by 6 inches, 3 7 by 8 inches, 3 4.5 by 8 inches, 4 4 by 5 inches, and 1 bundle of silk ribbon, and that's £11. So it's more, you can be more definite what you're going to get. You won't get necessarily exactly those specific fabrics that you see there, but you know how much you're going to get, and you know it's going to be that type of fabric. Then there's this one, Scrap Bundle, multi-texture limited edition. This one, hang on, contents vary a little bit, all hand cut by the Bazaar team. Approximate measurements 4 by 5 inches. Many are bigger, 6, 7 and 8 inch. So you can see what you get there. There are 24 pieces, and that's at £18.50. Although the original scrap bundles that I've had before are £14.50. So this is £18.50. So as they say, it's going to vary a little bit, of course, but you've got some idea of machine embroidery, sequined, corduroy and woven brocade. Some lovely textures there. The textured pieces, all the different textures, are one of the things I really love about the scrap packs. The Scrap Bundle Deluxe is what I've got here to open. I'm not gonna look at that too closely now because otherwise we'll spoil our surprise. And this is the Bandmaster pack here. Again, from the way they word it, the description, it's it's going to vary slightly, but you're going to get pretty much the same as what I've got in here. It just, you know, it's not going to be exactly the same, but so here we go. Shall we go in? I'm going to do as I left myself just now. I already now know what's in here because I have already opened it. As I say, I took far too long, and now I want to add the other pack on as well. I'm just going to have to speed myself through a bit more with this, but I'm going to do it the same way and pull it out one at a time, like a kid with a pillowcase at Christmas. Little bundle of ribbon. This is for me the star of the show. That little glimpse you can see there. It's wanting to come out already. It's wanting to come out. Quartz pile. Beautiful piece. Now I'm not going to spend too long oohing and ahhing over every piece like I did the first time I opened this. Look at this. Got 2 of these. And as I say, from what I can tell from the description, the packs will always have 2 of these, and maybe they'll be slightly different. Maybe the colours will vary or something. They're not that clear about that, but the implication from the description, you have a look and see what you think on the website. But to me, it reads as you'll always get these kind of panels like this. And I've had some ideas that have been brewing in my head just recently that I want to make some wearable, some actual garments from upcycled. Partly using the stuff I'm just turfing out of my wardrobe, and partly using these beautiful scraps to make really one-of-a-kind things I can wear. How beautiful. And I'm just thinking, for something like it, if I wanted to make a waistcoat, wouldn't that be amazing? But you could also use them for bags, or you could just cut them into pieces to use in your little slow stitching pieces as well. There's no reason why it hurts to cut them up, but you can, and little sections of them can be so beautiful. Look at this. Tiny sequins. That'd make a beautiful focal point on a bag or something, wouldn't it? Let's try and spread these out a bit. I did say I was going to speed through this a bit, and I'm not doing very well at that. Love this one. I like it, but I think that's the... I think that's the wrong side. I think that's the wrong side, but I quite like it as well. This is the right side. I'm trying to leave that what I think of as the star of the show till last. I need a bit of space here. Love this one as well. Yeah, I've got all sorts of ideas for actually making some things I can wear. To pull out a few of these at a time. It's pretty, quite delicate, this one. I think it's a synthetic, I'm not certain, but I think that's a synthetic, but a very pretty one. When you do get synthetics in their scrap packs, they're always really nice ones, if you know what I mean. They're not like yucky synthetics, you know. But mostly they're silks, cottons, some velvets and corduroys, machine and hand embroidered things. I'm trying to make space for all of this. And as I say, when you get synthetics, they're nice synthetics. There isn't going to be room for all of this on my desk. Look at this. I love that. Absolutely love that. People were talking in the Facebook group this morning. A couple of people have posted pictures. They have Bazaar bundles and they've been posting pictures. And everybody seems to be thrilled with what they're getting. And I'm looking at them thinking, oh, I've never had those pieces before. Now I want more. I really don't need more at the moment, but... need is a strong word. I'm going to have to bring this star of the show out because it's insisting. Look at this. Now, as I say, in the description it mentions that the pack features an embroidered, do they call it chest piece? Featuring an amazing neck piece. So you will always get one, because initially when I opened this, because I couldn't find it on the website, I thought, oh, I got lucky, look at that, I got this piece. But it seems that all of these deluxe packs are going to feature one of these neck pieces. I think I have to incorporate this into something wearable. I mean, again, you could definitely cut pieces of it up and just use as little focal points in your slow stitched pieces. This piece, it's like Christmassy, isn't it? Not necessarily Christmassy, I suppose there could be bees, but I'm seeing them as baubles. I definitely can't show all of this very well at the same time, but love that piece of brocade. And I love this piece. Now it's confusing because it's got like two, I'm sure that's the wrong side, this is the right side of that, but this looks like the right side. I'm really confused, and so I'm sort of doing this with it thinking that's, yeah. And as always, my camera does really weird things to red. It's a much nicer, more deep kind of cherry red in real life, not that orangey fire engine red you see there. It's lovely. Seriously, I've not got room for all this. There's this sweet little, when I first opened this had all come apart. This is, I'll tell you what, this is how I found it. I found this first and thought, that's strange, but hey ho, maybe I'll make a pen. Then I found this. I'm not going to stick it back in now, with that sticking out, and I thought, oh, it's a little bottle and it just needs a top. Then I found this. So that was really confusing. In fact, it's a refillable pen, and now that makes perfect sense. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it? I think this is the last piece of fabric coming out. Couple of more pieces of ribbon. Let's see if we can actually manage to fit all of this in so we can see it all at once. We can't fit it all in, but and this beautiful piece of patchwork. I always love these patchwork pieces. So this is a good example of where I imagine in all of these packs you'll get a piece of scrap, a piece of patchwork like this, but you'll get a different part of the patchwork, so it won't look exactly like this. You'll get a different part of this, so it won't look exactly like this, but at least you've got some idea what to expect. So I can't fit all of that in, but that gives you a really good idea of, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up and get my mug out of the way. And of course, the little sari bag is a huge bonus as well. So I love, I can do lots and lots and lots with this, and it's just come at a time when I'm thinking I want to have a go at making something I can wear with this stuff. I've been clearing out my wardrobe. I've got old clothes to find a use for. Can I upcycle some of them using some of these beautiful pieces? And then this came. It's just like sometimes things just happen when they're meant to, don't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Filled to bits with that. And I've still got the Bandmaster one to open. That doesn't look any better, does it? I can't do it all justice in one kind of spread. So I'm just going to pile all this up and ready to put away. I've piled all that up to one side, and I'm going to go into the Bandmasters one. I'm so excited about this. I need to be a bit careful because I've got my address there. I love how even the mailers they use, this mailer can be used for reused for returns, but you can reuse it for whatever you like, obviously. And the idea is you cut it along that dotted line. Let me show you what happens in it. So it's a biodegradable mailer, home compostable, partly made with cornstarch. It's also carbon negative. It will break down into plant food in about 6 months. If you cut it along the dotted line where they say, you then find that there's another little adhesive strip there, which makes it easy if you are going to return something or if you want to reuse this to send something to someone else. So perfect. So let's get this out. Again, I just love that they've stopped the, apart from that mailer, obviously they've got to put it in something, but that's as eco-friendly as you can get. There's no plastic inside now. They're all bundled up and put into these beautiful recycled sari bags. And I've got a whole collection of these, and I've got a little extra plan for making good use of some of my sari bags, because they are really handy to store fabrics and stuff in, but I probably don't need them all for that. What I'm thinking is I could actually make a top out of these sari bags. So watch this space if you're interested in that as an idea. I'm not an expert dressmaker by any means, but I think I can do it. So this is inspired by the Bandmasters jackets that Jo found on one of her expeditions. So let's have a little look at the Dear Annie. Here is our new Bandmaster Bundle, limited edition. So if you do fancy this, she'll never find those Bandmaster jackets again. That isn't going to happen again. So if you do fancy what you see in here, grab it quick. Here's our new Bandmaster bundle. Think shiny suits and sparkly trombones. This random scrap bundle is as enchanting as the random bands on the streets of India. And we were so lucky to find these fabrics. They're a bit more expensive, but they're such special finds. Yeah. We hope they bring you and yours further inspirations. They definitely will. So excited. The whole story I think I already told earlier in the video. When I started the video the first time, I told a little bit of Joe's story, but check out our Facebook page for more information about that. I'm dying to see what this is like, and I feel very lucky because, like I say, this will never happen again. Look at the the goose pimples of excitement. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, beautiful sari bag. I have some beauties. There's quite a lot of fabric in them. You see what I mean about making a little top with them. Here we go. Let's go in. Let's go in. Wow. Oh, how beautiful. I don't know which way up to go. Look at that. Oh, isn't it fabulous? I don't know how good my my camera's not really doing full justice to the lushness of this. It's a deep, deep red. That's more like it looks there, so you see it there now. How beautiful. Little twinkles here. Can you imagine them with these catching the sun out on the streets? Absolutely gorgeous. My head is buzzing with things I can do with this. Oh, my inner magpie is going nuts here. Beautiful. Quite a large piece there, that is. I definitely feel like it's time I got into doing some wearables. I think the universe is sending me that way at the moment. Oh, looking at the wrong way up. Oh, look. Oh, now this would have been the collar, wouldn't it? Oh, wow. Beautiful velvet. It's quite a delicate velvet if I look at, because it's in layers there. You've got the interfacing there as well. Interesting to see that's how they would have done it. You know, how the construction of the garments would work, isn't it? They'd have to do all of this first, and then this would be cut and incorporated into the garment. And there's just about enough for a seam allowance there, I guess. Yeah, so if I peel back the layers, this is actually quite a soft, fine velvet. But then it's got this extra kind of brocade fabric underneath, and even these tiny bits over here will all get all of this will all be useful in my slow stitching. How gorgeous. Oh, there's a bit more of this look that I had in the other pack. Strange, because you've got this on the back. I suppose this is just carrying the colours of the rest of the embroidery, but I like the look of the back as well. Gorgeous. Again, camera's not doing it justice. It's a really nice shade of cherry red. It's not that weird orangey fire engine colour that you see on that camera. I'll hide that under there because that's misleading. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it's nice that there's two pieces, so you could, thinking garment wise, I could place those symmetrically. Or, you know, you don't have to. I've got the idea of garments in my head at the moment, but I mean, you could definitely cut these up and just use them as parts, you know, on bags, or wouldn't this be lovely on the front of a fabric journal? All kinds of things you can do with it. I've definitely got garments in my head at the minute. Oh, another piece of this, beautiful. I've got another piece of that in the other pack, haven't I? It looks more silvery on the camera, but it's actually it's goldish. It's like a pale gold. Oh, it's definitely, I'm just seeing, I can just imagine an Indian band. Oh, I can almost hear it in my head. There's a nice long piece of this, which could be handy when I'm thinking of garments. Now, which way round is that? Oh, it's two different patterns, kind of coordinating. And that's the wrong side of each of them, I think. Yeah, I quite often use the wrong side of things. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I have to make something. Oh, I have to. Oh, so my kids' pickles are going nuts. They're going all down my back. This is lovely. I think probably some of these brocade ones are going to be what you get in that brocade pack that we looked at as well. That was more of a sort of affordable price, smaller pieces, wasn't it? And I think some of these look like what you get in there. You just got more of it in here. And of course, well, I was going to say the star of the show. There's a couple of stars vying for attention there. Oh, look at this piece. Oh, I love that. It's going to take me a little while to think about what I'm going to do. And again, doesn't need to be, I'm just thinking of clothes at the minute, but again, can you imagine this as part of a beautiful fabric journal? That as the front cover, and yeah, oh, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. How gorgeous, how gorgeous. So let's spread this out like I did the other one. Again, I can't fit it all on, but just to give us an idea. And I mean, as with all the scrap packs, to some extent, they're unique. You can't go out and buy this in a fabric shop, you know. But these are more unique, if that's possible. Because I'm going to hide that because it's coming out a funny red on the camera. Yeah, because there's no way Joe's ever going to find these Bandmasters jackets again. That's a one-off. That's a one-off for sure. Well, again, I can't quite get it all in shot. Hang on. And they are so much more lush in real life than they look there on the camera. Definitely for me, the stars of the show are this beautiful velvet collar. This piece is the absolute, he is very handsome. And this piece, but I just love all of these brocades. Absolutely phenomenal. And it's nice that there's this one. Normally I say, oh, I quite like having smaller pieces, more variety, smaller pieces and more variety. And you could definitely, that smaller brocade pack, you would get that. But because I've got this idea of clothes in my head, it actually works out really well to have some bigger pieces to play with. These long strips will be useful. This all going to be, I'm going to go away, and I wish it would look like it really looks on camera. It just isn't. The whole thing looks warmer and more golden in real life than it does on camera there. I might try and just take some photos. I think that's what I'll do. I'll take some photos of each of the pack with it all laid out so you can see exactly what's in there. But I think the website's got photos of everything anyway. So, wow. Thank you so much to Joe and Zillah and all of the team at Bazaar. They've obviously worked very hard to get these ready. She did say they've been working all week, didn't she? And I guess that they've probably made up a whole load with all of these particular fabrics. And when they're gone, they're gone. So I feel very lucky to have one of these, particularly this Bandmasters pack. I feel very lucky to have that, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to do with it. So many possibilities. If you do decide to make an order from Bazaar, remember when you get to checkout, there's a little tiny bit underneath when you look at your what's in your cart, there's a list of items in your cart. Underneath, in very small writing, you have to really look for it. People have often said to me, oh, I couldn't find where to put the code. This is where you put the code. It's tiny print underneath that list of items in your cart. First of all, it says enter promo code here. That's not where you put it. That's where you put your free postage codes if you're spending over a certain amount. Underneath that, it says something like add a note or note to seller, something like that, and that's where you put Arty Farty Annie treat. And if you do that, they'll put a little extra doodad in with your order. Could be anything. It's little things like we've had little mother of pearl. I had a little pot of mother of pearl buttons once. I've had bundles of recycled silk spun into fibre, like a bundle of that. What else have I had? Carved wooden printing blocks. All sorts of things. Bundle of sari ribbon. Just be a little. It depends on what they've got, and it depends on what you've ordered, and they'll put a little extra prezi in for you, which is also really nice. If you're thinking of ordering from and you're not in the UK, I've seen people talking about this in the Facebook group. I have mentioned it before, in case you've missed it. If you're not in the UK, don't go in and try and order, because that's what I think people have done. They've said, oh yeah, I went to go in and they don't, it only came up UK, there was no other choice. You can't just go in and order as normal and pay via PayPal and stuff, like you would if you're in the UK. What you have to do is email. The email address is easy to find. Tell them what you want, and what they'll do is come back and quote you a price with the postage to your country. They'll post anywhere, and it's been really nice to see a few people who've ordered to the States, to Canada, to Australia, and they've all been delighted with what they've had, and they were really impressed with how quickly Joe and the team got back to them. So just email. They're very friendly, very approachable, very helpful. Even like if you've forgotten to put in, if you've just put your order through and you forgot to put your Arty Farty Annie treat thing in, just email them and say, I forgot to put it in, and they'll probably sort it out for you. They're just such a lovely bunch of people. So yeah, if you're ordering from overseas, don't be put off by the fact that PayPal will come up and say, no, I can't, we can't put this order through. Don't do it that way. Don't pay anything. Don't put the order through. Just email them and tell them what you want, and they will take it from there. And so far, I haven't seen anybody being anything but delighted with what they've had overseas and with their. Like one lady was saying this morning, yes, you've got to pay more for postage, but it's worth it because you can't get anything like that there. This is, I can't find anything quite like this anywhere. So yeah. Anyway, quite enough. I rave about them because I just think they're brilliant. I love what they do. I love the way they do it. I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to have another look through these lovely fabrics and watch this space and see what I do with it. If I make clothes, that's going to be a bit of a departure, so I don't know how many people will be interested in seeing that. It won't be like proper dressmaking. Give us a shout in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing that. Let me know, because it might just be something I just do by myself otherwise, and I won't bother doing videos if nobody's interested in that. I'll just it'll be something that I do not on video. Okay, quite enough waffle for now. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much again to Joe and the team. Thank you for my ticket. I'm so excited for the summer event. If you're going to their August event at the Sussex Prairie Gardens, let me know, give me a shout, say hello, because I won't know your faces but you'll know mine. That's it, I'm really going now. Enough waffle. Thanks very much for watching today, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.